What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Critical Overlord here. We're going to be talking about Scream 7 in this video here today. So we got another official cast member announced courtesy of Deadline this evening. Asa Germann is a cast member on Prime Video's The Boys and college spinoff Gen V. He is the newest addition to the cast of Scream 7. The article continues saying the character details are under wraps. Germann joins an ensemble that includes the returning Neve Campbell, who stars across the franchise as final girl Sidney Prescott, as well as newcomers Isabel May and Celeste O'Connor. May's playing Prescott's daughter. No word on O'Connor's character. A log line for the new slasher has not yet been disclosed. The pick comes out on the heels of Scream 6, which brought in a franchise high domestic gross exceeding $108 million in March 2023. It goes on to mention how Kevin Williamson is involved at the helm. It says in The Boys and Gen V, Germann plays Sam Riordan, a super strong soup who is a test subject of the secret Vought lab, the Woods. Sam suffers from hallucinations and trauma due to his brutal experiments he endured while forming a bond with Emma, a fellow student at Soup College. He wrestles with his desire for revenge against those who've done him wrong. Now, from what I recall, seeing him in Gen V, he did a great job. This guy is either 100% going to be Brian, which is Taylor's boyfriend, or he's going to be Logan. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But remember, Cassian Bilton, who was reportedly set to star as the boyfriend, didn't sign on to the project as far as I know. The trades never confirmed him, but we do have this guy from the Boys universe being confirmed in an undisclosed role. And the two male roles we know about so far are the boyfriend and the neighbor. If he's not Brian, he's got to be the hot, mysterious Ted Bundy-like neighbor named Logan, who is also the son to this friend that Sidney's supposed to have, who I think is named Jennifer. I think it's safe to say that Scream 7 is out of the development hell situation it appeared to be in. Whatever that situation may have been, it seems to be out of it. Filming is starting in January, and the cast is being announced slowly but surely. They're locking and securing people. Again, they are staying cheap and casting up-and-coming talent who don't have the same leverage as a Patrick Dempsey, Courteney Cox, Neve Campbell, all of which, if they signed them all, I'm sure they got more than they needed to get. Everyone else, of course, like I've stated, is going to be getting the rest of the scraps. That's what they're getting. From what I've heard, allegedly, rumored, Neve Campbell got anywhere from $7 to $10 million to return. So, not confirmed, but that's what I've heard. Y'all are already chiming in about this dude being the killer, and if he, just remember that execution is everything. As fans, you have to be a bit reasonable with your expectations the further this franchise goes. Growing up on Scream, I've seen almost every trick in the book, which is why I always stress that execution is everything. Planting seeds of doubt throughout the journey can enhance the experience, even if the outcome is predictable, but a predictable journey can still be effective as long as you make the ride itself fun and have a lot of ups and downs, good ups and downs that keep your audience engaged, keep you on your toes. Don't make it so straightforward like what Maxine did with Maxine's father being the killer. So it can still be a good journey even if they go down the boyfriend route again. It's all about the execution and ultimately what the story and the motivation is this time around compared to what we've seen in the past. I know so many people are already upset about this. I see so many people already quoting the tweet I put out announcing this casting, saying how they loved him in Gen V, but now they have to be against him because he's part of Scream 7. I do understand where some people are coming from, but at the end of the day, I will always remind you of this. Are you going to be willing to pay for this person's bills? Are you going to be willing to pay for this person's livelihood? Because I'm not. I don't know what their financial situation is. Again, this is an up-and-coming star. Doesn't have much of a resume to my knowledge. If he is some big star, please tell me how, because his name is not big as far as I know. Gen V was like a breakout role for him. So if you are willing to support these people's lives, then please start doing that, because people are going to join this project. It just is what it is. Hollywood itself seems to be dying in a lot of ways. There's constantly reports about opportunities drying up. So if you have opportunities drying up and then a big chance like this comes along your way and you're an up and coming star and you get to be part of one of the biggest, if not biggest, slasher franchise in recent memory, you're going to say yes if the role is in alignment with what you want to do and what you think will put a bigger spotlight on your name as it pertains to getting even more opportunities in the future. That's just the nature of the beast, guys. I get that Spyglass did a lot of things that I myself are not in agreement with, you aren't in agreement with, but you have to come back to reality at some point. At some point, you have to just accept people are going to do it. You can be upset about it, but don't let it constantly just irk you. You can't let it just irk you like that to death. It's not it's not hurting anyone but yourself, because people are going to do what they have to. I again will stress, I'm not willing to support them. I know a lot of you are not going to be willing to support them financially, so they're going to have to do what they're going to have to do. So it is what it is. Who do you guys think he will end up being? Do you think he will end up being the killer? I have also seen you guys saying he reminds you of Jack Champion from Scream 6. And I guess there was comparisons of this when Scream 6 came out. So now you guys are saying, oh, they're just reverse engineering the casting they did last time with Scream 6 and Jack's character. Whatever, man. You guys are hilarious. We'll see what comes of this. I trust that he will put on a good performance, just again because I remember he was quite good in Gen V. He had great chemistry with that other girl he was sharing a lot of his scenes with, too, Emma. I can't remember the actress's name, but they had great chemistry in what I saw of them in Gen V. Who do you guys think he will play in the film? I, again, will lean on the character of Brian, who is Taylor's boyfriend. Thinks that Taylor is trying to check off a box rather than actually being genuinely interested in sleeping with him. And he's just not fully convinced that Taylor's heart is in the right place when it comes to having sex. And there's a scene where that'll play out in a reverse of Taylor being in Billy's shoes and Brian being in Sidney's shoes, and Sidney will interrupt this little intimate moment after Taylor goes on a spiel about how it's so difficult to sneak out of her mother's household at night because she's so overprotective and keeps all these guards up to keep Taylor safe, which in the end Taylor will learn to appreciate, I'm sure, because Ghostface will be back and her friends will start to die. Now, if he is Logan, because he does look like he could be playing some sort of creepy guy in some of the images, steals from Gen V. If he does play Logan, I'm sure he'll do a great job there too. But again, let me know what you think about all of this down in the comment section below. If you haven't already, of course, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so that you never miss a video. In the description, I'll have links to all my social media accounts. I am on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can message me there, of course, to let me know if there are any movies, news, or reviews you would like me to cover in the future. And with all that in mind, guys, I will see you in the next video.